Hi, this is Lance and Laura, just talking about what we're packing for our 23-day Scotland trip. And this is Lance's luggage.
So we're just going with just one backpack. This is an Osprey 55 liter backpack set. So one backpack is 40 liters and the smaller one is 15 liters. And it hooks directly to this, so they nest together.
And they don't look very big, and we're not doing any check bags, but we found that they work perfect for us. So we're going to take you over to what Lance is packing for our 23-day trip, which, by the way, we are leaving tomorrow.
All right, so we're going to go
excited.
through this real fast. I've got 2 pairs of pants. This is just what I'm wearing tomorrow: a sweater, pants, and a coat. I've got 4 or 5 long sleeve thermal undershirts to wear for layering. I've got 1 additional sweater, 1 zip up fleece, shorts and t-shirt for pajamas, pair of rain pants, 4 pairs of socks, 5 pairs of underwear, an inflatable travel pillow, which is fantastic, great for sleeping at night if you need an additional pillow, or on the flight. Works very well too, and it goes very flat and is easy to pack. Electronics, so a pair of noise canceling.
I have to remember my bows. Dang it. Okay.
A little battery just so that we don't run out of power when we are out and about. Chargers and cords, a couple hats, sun hat, and stocking cap, pair of gloves, toiletry section, toothpaste, shaver, toothbrush, deodorant, 3 glasses, reading, regular glasses and sunglasses, sleeping mask, a packet of inflatable bubble pockets for my whiskey that I'm bringing home. Very important. Also very important is the 2026 edition of the Malt Whiskey Yearbook, which I will be referencing throughout our trip.
And I'm going to just pause for Lance for a minute, because we really did set a budget for $5,000, and after we started doing our expenses, specifically our 7-day biking, we might have to boost that up to $6,000. Just saying.
I think that makes sense.
If he's going to be able to bring
I'm
any
okay with
whiskey
that.
home or scotch home.
And a Kindle reader. So
All right, so he's going to go put all of this in his bag while I kind of go really, really quick through what I am doing. And here's my Osprey. And we're not, like, I don't know. The reason why we have an Osprey is because Lance had one for about 10 years and
absolutely
loved it.
loved it.
And so we got this backpack that was just a little bit updated, I guess. Anyway, so here's mine. This is what I'm actually wearing tomorrow. These are my jammies. I have 3 pairs of pants. I have 3 shirts, undershirts. And really, when we're packing, I have essentially 3 outfits, and then I'm wearing an outfit. I asked Lance how many outfits he's bringing, and he scowled at me and said he does not pack by outfits. So
Everything is interchangeable.
and we're doing mostly everything about layering, because it's hot, it gets cold, it rains, it gets cold, so a lot of our clothes are designed to stay dry. So there's a lot of wool. Like, he has a wool sweater over there. Our socks are wool, and our pants are able to be quickly washed or dried. Anyway, I have a fleece and a couple other little jackets. By the way, we each have raincoats. That's going to be also our winter coat, because we'll have layers. I have a hat and wool mittens because I get cold easily. My wallety thing, my charger, sunglasses, readers, my Kindle. Oh, I did remember my bows. Here's my bows. My bag of spices. It gets me in trouble every time at the airport, but I don't care because I cook a lot when we're traveling and I need spices. So I am taking zip ties because I actually am bringing an extra pair of shoes. So I have my hiking shoes, but I also want my walking gym shoes. So if they're wet, I want to keep them outside my bag, so I'll just zip tie them to the outside of my backpack. My hat, my blow-up pillow, my socks and undergarments, my gym shoes that I talked about, and we each have a pair of rain pants and my toiletries. And I'm like a Ziploc person, so I have these extra Ziplocs because when my clothes are wet or whatever, I want to be able to keep them away from my other stuff. And that is all going to go in these bags. So let's see how Lance is doing while I went through my stuff.
All right, so I have all of my clothes that I'm packing in my main backpack.
And these are just what he's wearing tomorrow.
I love these cinch straps on you. Yes.
He's kind of weird about his cinch straps, I'll be honest. It's like,
So, you see, it easily fits.
everything, right? So we're thinking about the scotch that he's bringing home to maybe put it in this backpack and check it. So and maybe put all of his clothes in a garbage bag
Yeah.
and just drag them on the airplane. We don't really know.
Use it for cushioning if there's space.
Yeah, or we're gonna buy a pair of or
Yeah, we'll see.
luggage.
Okay, so there's the main backpack, and then this is this little day pack is really nice for a little their personal item for going onto the plane.
Seriously, it's so surprising what you can fit in there. When you got it, I thought it was like almost like a little draw bag, but look what he's putting in there. And then we do have snacks that we don't have out here. Dang. All right, that's it. All right. Well, we will wrap this up because we have other things that we have to do before we get ready to leave tomorrow. Okay,
Right.
bye.